Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 26th through March 5th. Let's look where your energies are for this time frame. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. We got the King of Cups. Very interesting energy here. Energy of being very knowledgeable about something, but also kind of maybe making decisions a little too fast because you think that you already know everything that you need to know within a situation. So let's see how this energy manifests itself in the other cards. Okay. Wow, I just can't pick them up today. Wow, look at all of these energies, my dear friend. I absolutely love this energy. You're currently in that Eight of Cups energy where you're disconnecting from the world around you. And this could pertain to anything. This could pertain to your work situation, your family, your friends, just people around you. You're kind of not willing to listen to anybody's opinion. You're not willing to kind of share anything that's happening within yourself with others this week for whatever reasons. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay to kind of step away. However, it does come with a little bit of a negative connotation here. The energy of disillusionment. It's kind of like that energy of disappointment. It's almost like you are disappointed in some kind of a situation in your life, and therefore you're pulling yourself away from where you are right now. And subconsciously you are in the King of Swords energy, which is a very much energy of putting your head over your heart. So it does make me feel like somebody has done you wrong, or you feel like somebody has done you wrong in the past, in the recent past, or during this time frame. And therefore you just don't want to put yourself out there again. You don't want to ask those questions again. You do not want to ask for help. You do not want to ask for suggestions. You just don't want to share whatever is it that you're going through with anyone else during this time frame. Now, what the universe is telling you with the King of Pentacles being your obstacle, be careful so that you are not stubborn or vindictive during this time frame, because you might feel wronged, and because you are actually wronged. I'm not saying that you were not wrong, because the energy suggests to me that somebody has disappointed you. Make sure that you're not vindictive. Make sure that you're not being snobby towards this person, or just refusing to do something because they're present in the situation, if that makes sense, especially if it pertains to your work situation. Sometimes it's better to kind of understand who the individual in front of you is, and then just kind of look the other way. And it's almost like the universe is telling you, maybe look the other way during this time frame, because if you're going to start being vindictive, it might backfire, and it might make you look bad, instead of kind of highlighting the other person's downfall, if that makes sense for you at all. But the universe is telling you to do is the Eight of Wands energy is here for you. And the Eight of Wand energy is all about making decisions and acting fast. And it's also about conversation. It's also about bringing in love in a situation, bringing in a little bit of understanding, and trying to kind of approach the situation from a place of forgiveness, instead of a place of the word vindictive just keeps on coming back up for me. Let's see the possible outcome for this week. Oh, look at this, Seven of Pentacles. So you will move forward and you will work on something that you need to work on. And it almost feels like even though you've had a setback within a situation because of somebody else's action, you will have an opportunity to restart and restart with a new attitude, restart with a new perspective because you've gained some understanding and you've gained some knowledge through this situation. It's almost like if you've learned not to work with this person because they've backstabbed you or disappointed you in some type of way, start a new project without the person. Start a new project the way you wanted to start the project without their input. But do remember, it's important to remember not to be vindictive and not to be too stubborn within your energies. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27 through March 5th. Whew. Let's see where your energies are for this week. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibes. We got the Page of Cups here. It's almost like you want to be in a place of happiness. You want to be in a place of like this dreamy, beautiful, easygoing state. And that's what you're really kind of striving towards to, or that's what you truly want but don't currently have. But that desire is rather strong in your life during this time frame. Let's look at the rest of the cards. Okay. Yeah, and look at this. You're currently in a Five of Pentacles energy, telling me that there's something in your life that you feel is amiss. Something is not bringing you pleasure. It's almost like you're having too many commitments, too many responsibilities. You're kind of really spreading yourself a little too thin in regards to what is it that you need to get done, and you're not really prioritizing much of your personal needs during this time frame, and it's making you kind of mad. It's making you like really kind of upset. And you know the change must happen. Like the change so needs to happen here, and things need to change, but you're not sure how to do it. And the Five of Wands energy is your subconscious drive, where you probably are really snappy with the people around you, especially those who you feel are like giving you too many responsibilities. You might be upset at your boss at work. You might be upset at your friends who like making you do like baby showers, I don't know, like some kind of responsibilities. You might be upset with the people who you live with, you know, or your family. Like, why me? Like, why am I always supposed to compromise? Why am I the one who has to sacrifice my own needs to do this, and that? It's almost like you are just snapping at everyone because you're not super willing to have the difficult conversation, yet you also understand that that conversation has to be had. It's a weird dynamic here. So like on the inside, you are really much in this huge conflict with yourself because you're probably not speaking up, and also in a conflict with others around you because you're being super resentful. All you want is to chill. All you want is to have a good time. Have it easy, you know, and meanwhile, all these people in your life are kind of suffocating you, and you want it to change super bad here. And what the universe is telling you, your obstacle is the Wheel of Fortune card right now, which is like kind of delay in having any kind of progress, delay in changes, delay in transitioning from where you are right now to where you want to be. It's also energy of instability, like you don't know how long this is going to go on for. You don't know how people around you will react if you are to speak up about your needs. And that's also kind of giving you insecurity, and it's also scaring you a little bit. Yet you're sick and tired of everyone else's BS. Like you just want to pack up and run away somewhere to a remote island, not to see anyone ever again, kind of vibe that I'm getting here. Obviously, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. However, I do feel like for many of you, you are stirred up on the inside. And the universe is telling you, like, don't be afraid to be brave. Don't be afraid to focus on your needs during this time frame, with the strength being in your strength sector. I mean, the energy is available to you to stand up for your beliefs. And the energy is available for you to do it in a way that's compassionate and also to the point, where you can tell people who are taking advantage of you, you know what, not anymore. Like, I am saying no today to whatever is it that you are asking me to do. And you don't even need to explain yourself, because often, you know, like anytime that we say no, there is this need to elaborate. Like, why are we saying no? However, no is a complete statement and a complete sentence. There is no reason to elaborate. No means no. So remember that. That energy is available for you, my friend. And as the outcome card here is the moon. And it is those unclear emotions, unclear energies, like kind of like feeling guilty because you need to take time for yourself, but also feeling guilty to say that no to people who are taking advantage of you. You know, like those people who are asking you for rides all the time, taking out time out of your day. People who are making you commit to things, watch their children, buy their things, whatever it is. You just want to say no. But for many of them, you are feeling a bit guilty in this situation, and therefore you're not really clear whether you're feeling this way because you're truly feeling this way, or are you feeling this way because of some kind of selfish vibes? You know what I mean? However, the universe is telling you, you are allowed to speak up. You are allowed to say what you need to say to people around you, so they can recognize what your boundary is and what your needs are during this time frame. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Pisces. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27 through March 5th. Can you believe it? We're almost in March, my friend. Happy birthday to all my Pisces. It's a good time of the year for you. Let's start with your energies here, your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, overall vibe. We got the Knight of Swords here, the energy of action, very kind of impulsive energy where you want things done. You want to get ahead. You want to make sure that you are loud and clear and everybody around you hears exactly what you're trying to say here. Let's see what the rest of the cards have. Okay. Cool. So you're currently in this Four of Cups energy. That's energy of kind of not seeing positive in your life. It's almost like just only seeing what you kind of don't want, but not seeing what you're being offered. What I mean by that is, like, sometimes we have a lot of gifts that the universe gives us. Like, we have a good job, we have a good car, we have a good home, we have a good spouse, we have a good family, we have good friends. Like, we have so many good things, but all we want is to go on this wonderful vacation to Hawaii. Like, all we want to do is go to Hawaii. And we can't. For some reason, we cannot, whether it's money, whether it's, dates don't align, whatever it is, we cannot go to this trip, to Hawaii, but that's all we want. So we're walking around pouting and we're all sad and we're upset and poor me, like, why can't I do what I want to do? Why can't I go to Hawaii? I mean, this can apply to anything. This can apply to relationships, your position at your job. This could, to many, many things. Just like not recognizing all of the gifts you have in your life that have been given to you by the universe, and only concentrating on this one piece that hasn't panned out for you the way you wanted it to pan out. It's like you have an opportunity, instead of Hawaii, go to Florida. You know what I mean? Especially if you live in the United States. But that's like, who wants to go to Florida? I'm sorry if you live in Florida, but you know what I mean. Like, I want to go to Hawaii. And the universe is telling you here, with the Magician being your subconscious drive, like, yes, you want to get somewhere, you want to obtain something, but you gotta give it time. And you also gotta recognize all the things that you already have around you, because you're not recognizing them, and therefore you're kind of not allowing your heart to open, and you're not allowing your vibrations to increase, because you're stuck on what you do not have instead of concentrating what you do have. And that's your obstacle for the week too, with the 5 of Cups here. You only see what you don't have. You only see things that haven't really panned out the way that you want them to pan out. Like you feeling kind of disappointed, It's like the whole disappointing vibe. Like, I can't go to Hawaii, my house is not the house that I want. My relationship is not working out the way I want it to work out. My colleagues at my job suck. And like this one thing that's on your mind is like totally preoccupying your thinking, totally preoccupying your being right now. And you're like almost not even able to see any of the other good things that are in your life. And with the Knight of Cups being in your strength sector here, it's kind of like the universe is telling you the opposite. As I said before, like, give it a little time, but also do your part. Increase your vibration by opening up your heart and identifying all of the things that are going right in your life. Sometimes we go through stages. It is how it is. Like, we feel a sort of way about things that are not working out the way we want them to work out. Like, that's a normal feeling. That's a natural feeling. There's nothing, you can't feel guilty about it. Like, we've all been there. The only way to escape it or to get out of it is just start concentrating on things that are going well in your life. Having that one friend who always picks up the phone when you call. Having that family member who's always there for you no matter what. Having a home, having a car, having a pair of shoes, being able to see the sunset or a sunrise, like whatever it is. Start making a list of the things that you're happy about. And it's going to allow you to open up your heart, and it's going to allow you to increase your vibration, and thereby you will be able to allow more things into your life that are up to your liking, and you will not feel like this disconnect any longer. And look at this. With time, the cycle will pass. With time, the harmony will restore itself, and the sense of peace and fulfillment will come back to you, my dear friend. Just expedite the process a little bit by concentrating on the positives that are present in your life. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27th through March 5th. Let's see where your energies are for this time frame, my friend. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, support, possible outcome and the overall vibe. Ooh, the Fool energy. How much do I like this energy? Energy of new beginnings. Very much fresh energy that comes with a sense of freedom to do whatever you want to do. I feel like this week you're going to feel light, you're going to feel airy, and you're going to see a lot of new opportunities or possibilities for the new opportunities opening up right in front of your eyes. Love this energy. Let's see the look of the what the other cards say. Okay, very nice. You're starting off with this justice energy, this energy of seeking balance in your life, seeking harmony. You know, if somebody has done you wrong in the past, justice will prevail, where it's going to be like karma will get them almost. And you know it, you realize it. So if anyone does you wrong this time, during this time frame, it's almost like you're not even gonna take it too hard because you understand that this person will get theirs. If you are in like some kind of litigious process during this time frame, I do feel like obviously if you've done everything right, if you dotted your I's, crossed your T's, you are going to be in a favorable situation where the outcome is going to be very much beneficial to you. And this King of Swords subconscious energy is like a very much disciplined energy, the energy that's kind of puts all of the emotions aside and allowing you to think and process through all of the situations that are in front of you. It's very logical kind of energy. And with the two cards here, Justice and the King of Swords, like truth will unveil itself during this week. And that's why you feel so easy or so much easier during this time frame, is because like truth always wins. No matter what you do, no matter what happens, you're going to be all right. However, the universe is warning you with the Chariot energy here being your subconscious energy is, when your obstacle, it's energy of mismanagement, misunderstanding, errors, like, so how my tongue got tied is the energy that things might not go too well if you are feeling very confident. Does it make sense? Sometimes with the Fool energy taking over, it's kind of like that energy of nothing's gonna go wrong, everything's gonna be all right, look at all of these possibilities. The universe is just reminding you, make sure whatever you need to do gets done. This way you will actually win and you come out on top. That's what I said before. If you are going through, some kind of a legal situation or work situation, whatever situation, make sure you do everything right by yourself. Make sure whatever you got to do, you do it right. Don't glorify things within a conversation. Try not to misspeak about situations, so this way no one can ever point that finger back at you for misspeaking or saying something that's not true or logical. Utilize your friends with the Three of Cups here being in your strength. Utilize your friends. Use them as a soundboard. Use them as somebody who can recheck paperwork for you. Somebody who can give you the right advice. Somebody you can share the situation with, and who might give you a different perspective from the perspective that you have had, especially because you're feeling so confident, which is great, but sometimes that confidence can allow us to make errors as well. And look at this, the High Priestess as the outcome. I love it because it's telling me that everything's gonna work out, because you will do the right thing by making sure that you are not putting yourself in a situation that's gonna come and bite you in the butt later on. You're putting yourself in a situation that's gonna push you towards success. Those energies are available here for you, my friend, especially with the four major arcana cards here. I do feel like you will be able to come into this week, get whatever you need to get done in the best way possible with your highest interest in mind, and you'll be able to see your success even as soon as by the end of this week. Great energies. I like them a lot. I really do. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27th through March 5th. Let's look at your energies, my dear friend. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. We got the Devil card telling me that this week you're gonna either kind of intuitively or even like instinctually get rid of something that's keeping you trapped, or instead something completely opposite can happen, where you're gonna give in to your addictions, your materialistic obsessions, kind of I don't know, like in some kind of like selfish behaviors. Let's see what the rest of the cards say to clarify this a little bit. Okay. Okay, so the Magician is the energy that you're currently in. So you're manifesting something. You are desiring something super, super strongly, and you're not afraid to put a lot of time into having this thing come to fruition. I feel like this has to do with work situation, or specifically money situation. Like you're willing to invest long term into something because it's going to give you a good return potentially sometime down the line. The Knight of Pentacles is in your subconscious drive, where you are very patient. You're willing to be incredibly patient within this venture because you understand how much more beneficial it's gonna be for you to satisfy your needs. Like whatever I was feeling with this energy, like you either feel like this venture will allow you to get rid of things that are trapping you, like if you're in a bad relationship, if you are don't live where you want to live, like if you want to kind of make your life easier, and with more finances you're going to be able to make your life easier in some type of way, or increasing your finances will allow you to be more selfish, will allow you to concentrate on your materialistic possessions more, and will allow you to buy things that you haven't been able to buy before. However, do be wary with more money. If you have a propensity, and I don't know if that's the word, for using drugs or illicit substances, that could be a thing as well here, where with more money you might kind of fall into that trap as well. So, but I don't feel like that's for most of you. At least that's not the energy I'm picking up. However, this is a general reading, so take how it resonates, and you know yourself best. You know yourself more than anyone else can know you. The Judgment is on your obstacle. Judgment in the obstacle is indicative of loss or some kind of remorse. Make sure whatever you're investing into is not going to set you back later on. Make sure that you are seeing this picture clearly, like if you are committing yourself to getting another degree in order to get more money at your job. Make sure that you actually are going to be able to get more money out of your job before you pay for the new degree. Does it make sense? Or if you're investing into stock market, make sure you're not investing more than you can afford to lose, because it could potentially backfire here. And the universe is telling you with the Hermit energy here and your strength, like you really got to try to silence your mind and allow yourself to kind of explore what is it that you truly want and what is it that you truly need. Do you even need to go through all of this, or are you just being driven by that instinct to kind of overcome something or get something right now in this moment. You know, obviously, if you're trying to better your situation to get out from a relationship that no longer is serving you, that's amazing. But if you're trying to if you're trying to work to get a car that you need to get from point A to point B, that's amazing, right? But if you're just trying to kind of do something that's going to be potentially stressful or creates remorse or loss to you just to obtain a mink coat, like maybe that's not a solution to this specific situation. You know what I mean? Let's see. The Hierophant, oh my God. You know, a Hierophant represents Taurus in this, in the tarot deck. So I do feel that you will be able to come up with a very much ethical and moral advice for yourself that is gonna match exactly your needs and also gonna match your wants. If you allow yourself to quiet your mind down, silence yourself, and really truly explore what is it that you want, what is it that you're walking towards to. Wow, amazing energies. We got 5 major arcana cards here, my dear friend. This is a change that's gonna allow you to change yourself for a long time to come, and I absolutely love it. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe, my dear friend, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Gemini, welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27th through March 5th. Let's see where your energies are for this time frame, my dear friend. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome for the week here, and overall vibe. Ooh, we got a 2 of Wands. I like it because that's the energy of planning. That's the energy of contemplating of how you're going to live your life going forward, making those big decisions. Also kind of like leaving your old life behind and making making a new path towards the new beginning. Let's see what the rest of the cards have for you, my dear friend. Okay, very nice energies. You are in this strength energy during this time frame, which is beautiful because that's a very brave energy. There's a lot of inner energy within yourself that is giving you an ability to persevere, push through, kind of be out there, getting things done. Not only getting things done, but getting a whole lot of things done in a short amount of time. Like kind of just being super active and being recognized by others as well. But this energy is also like overconfidence, or sometimes it comes with a lot of confidence, where you just have to remember to check yourself a little bit, because you might be like overdoing it, right? Because you feel that inner energy, you might be overdoing things at the same time, because you're understanding that sometimes you don't have that energy to tap into. So you got to take advantage of this moment, of this situation. And subconsciously, you're in this 8 of Cups energy, telling me that you are in a good place, but you kind of want to finish things up, right? Like you kind of want to wrap things up, and that's where you're rushing yourself. You just want to be done because you are you're a little tired. Like even though you have the abundance of energy available to you, still underneath it all, you kind of feel like it's time to finish things up, like it's time to be done, because you've been working on some things for quite some time. You've been working on some things for for a while, and it's been taking a lot out of you. It's been taking resources out of you. It's been taking your emotional stability out of you. You're just done. You're like, okay, let me just take this little push, this last push, and make sure that I'm done so I can move forward the way I want to move forward in life, in the way that I see it fit perfectly. The universe wants to remind you that the Four of Wands is actually in your obstacle here. Be very careful about your resources. So those inner vibes that you are getting about conserving your energy, conserving your money, conserving your what is it called? Like inner peace even, is very important during this time frame. Make sure you're not oversharing, right? Like make sure you're not overspending. Make sure you are not giving too much to other people during this time frame when you are trying to finalize your personal projects, where your time is so valuable to you, where your resources are so valuable to you during this time frame. Like it might make you feel resentful later on, especially with the King of Swords being in your strength here. You need to stay being disciplined. You need to stay being on the track of yours, walking towards the goal, completing all of these projects as you want to complete. If you are pushing yourself too hard, you just also gotta recognize it. If you're working too hard, take a break. It's okay to take a break here and there. Those projects are not gonna go anywhere, because a lot of the deadlines are self-imposed, right? Obviously, this is a general reading. It might not resonate with all of you guys, but you know what I'm talking about. And if this reading applies to you, a lot of the deadlines that Gemini set up for themselves are self-imposed, where in reality you might have a lot more time available to you to finish up your projects, but you want to get them done now because you're sick and tired of being stuck in those projects. But the universe is reminding you can't be everywhere at once. So preserve that energy of yours, preserve that money of yours, preserve your resources during this time frame. And look at this. We have the Five of Wands as the possible outcome. If you do not preserve your energy during this time frame, you might just get into that Five of Wands conflict type energy where you're so tired that you become short with people around you. Even though you do not want conflict, that's the last thing you want. But because you've been so tired, because you've been so, into your work and doing so many things, you might feel very, very low on energy, and therefore you can come off very short, very rude, very much... that's not a word that I'm thinking. Like, just very aggressive, in the eyes of others. So watch for that. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a wonderful week. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27th through March 5th. Let's look at your energies. The card already came out. And let's look at your subconscious drives here, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe here. The Knight of Wands, I like it. That's the energy of adventure, energy of action, kind of being super fearless. And I like it for you, my dear friend, because it's almost like People have been stepping on your toes for a little while, and it's time to become fearless and kind of push that aside and allow a little bit of adventure, allow the positive vibes back into your life here. And look at this, you're currently in the moon energy. That's the energy of confusion, you know, that's the energy of not really being sure of what's going on, not being sure specifically of how you feel towards a relationship, towards a situation in your life. It's kind of like those unclear energies surround you where things fluctuate. For 1 second, you could be like, okay, maybe this can work out. But the next second, you're like, oh my God, this will never work. Like, what am I thinking? This is a total disaster. Then 5 seconds later, it could be like, you know, maybe it has a chance. Maybe it has a chance. Let's just work a little bit on it. And then it goes back again. So never, ever, ever will it work out. And that's because subconsciously you're in the 3 of Swords energy. You've been heartbroken. Somebody broke your trust. Somebody broke your heart here. Whether it's figuratively or, you know, what's the word? I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like somebody could have been giving you some sense of disappointment in your life where they made a promise that it didn't, you know, come through, or their actions just have been sabotaging you for a while and you're just like, oh my God, when is this going to be over? And I don't know, there was definitely some kind of a heartbreak in your life that has happened. And I guess what I was trying to say before, whether it's like a heartbreak in a relationship, a heartbreak could have been at work where a colleague is just not acting right, or it could have been a friend who is not as good of a friend as they used to be. Like something shifted, something changed. And the Justice card is in your obstacle. So you could be literally going through a divorce. There could be some kind of a legal issue that you're going through, and that's why you're feeling so unsure. Or you're just feeling like there is a lack of justice around you, like especially if it's an at-work situation and somebody has done something not right towards you and your boss is dismissing it, HR is dismissing it, maybe even other people at work are dismissing it, telling you like, oh, come on, Cancer, you're just being too sensitive. Oh, come on, Cancer, like, that's just the way this person is, you know, like kind of like trying to make you feel like you should accept the situation, or trying to make you feel like, oh, this person has changed in some type of way, or they didn't mean what they have said or they have done. And that's not cool, right? Like it's like a really not cool energy. However, I do feel like you're gonna encounter it this week if you do speak up, if you do start kind of opening up and talking about it. Like there's gonna be no resolution. It's only gonna be more injustice directed to you, which will lead to more confusion here. Instead, the universe is letting you know the energy of the Knight of Cups is available to you. And that's the energy of following your heart, opening up your heart, creating easy energy around you, kind of like concentrating on the best things in the world, and also trusting the universe, that the universe will make things work out in the best possible way for you as the outcome. So it's kind of like if you have a crappy coworker and no one's doing anything about it, what can you do? All you can do is just kind of do the best that you can do within your job responsibilities and try to push forward. And eventually it's going to be seen that you are doing the right thing, my dear Cancer, yet that person is the one who's causing all the trouble, right? Like it always comes to the surface, especially if you allow it a little time. And as frustrating as it is, and as much as you want to be in this, energy of like, I just want to be free. Let me speak up. Let me like tell them how I feel. Let me just like throw them off the bridge. You know what I mean? The universe is telling you just continue finding peace within yourself. Continue concentrating on the positive things in your life. Continue opening up your heart, and in result, the universe will give you more of those positive energies directed to you. Doesn't mean it's easy. It's actually not an easy task to do. And you see, like, as the outcome here, you got a Four of Pentacles. You will be able to conserve your energy. You will be able to conserve your energy in a way that's going to bring you peace, therefore stability, and a sense of safety back. You got to work on it, though. And it's not easy, as I said, you know, trying to find peace in a place that's not super peaceful is incredibly hard, but the energy is there for you, my friend. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27 through March 5th. Let's look at your energies, my dear friend. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support for the week, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. We got the King of Swords energy. Very kind of ruthless energy, my dear friend. It's the energy of understanding what the truth is and kind of trying to follow that truth. And also it's very disciplined type of energy. I feel like you will be able to accomplish a lot this week because you will be able to understand how to utilize your resources and your time and your money and your energy to get as many things accomplished as possible during this week. Let's see what the rest of the cards have for you. You are currently in a Two of Cups energy, and that's the energy of like partnerships, connections, connecting with your loved ones, connecting with people at work in a very positive way. Like you're going to be able to find some support in your partnerships this week. However, it comes at a price because underneath it all, you have a Ten of Swords energy. That's the energy of fear. You are afraid that things will not work out the way you want them to work out. And I think that's why you're being so disciplined this week, because you understand if you're not disciplined, if you're not going to stick to your plan, something might go amiss, something might not work out, and therefore you might disappoint the people that you're connecting with, your partners, your spouses, you know, your family members, whoever is it that you are connecting with. The universe wants you to understand that this week, Six of Wands is in your obstacle, and that's usually the energy of being recognized by others. So the universe wants you to ask this question: are you doing this to prove something to yourself, or are you doing this to prove something to somebody else so then they could admire you and put up on a pedestal? Be very careful, because for many of you, even though it's a general reading, I do feel like there's a lot of energy of trying to please somebody during this week. And that's why you're going to be pushing yourself so hard, is because you want to make sure that others look at you and recognize how good you are at whatever you're doing. Instead, the universe is telling you the Ten of Pentacles is right there for you. And that's the energy of long-term success. It's like you almost should be concentrating not on the like right now, let me be rewarded for my wonderful efforts right now. This is more of like, you just should continually try to work hard and do the best that you can for a long time, so that way in the long run you will be recognized. Does it make sense? Because recognition right now is not going to happen. Recognition right now is only going to make you feel even more disappointed, even more like a failure, you know? And the family, like I just want to point out, the family because Ten of Pentacles is a family card as well. The family is very much important to you right now. Concentrate on your family. Concentrate on the beautiful things that your family brings into your life. And look at this as the outcome. You got a Two of Wands here. That's the card of planning ahead, making long-term decisions. So you got two kind of energies of long-term energies here, and the universe is telling you plan long-term. Right now, this recognition, trying to please somebody, trying to be seen right now doesn't really matter. Whatever you do right now, make sure you're doing it because you want to be successful in the long term and you want to be recognized over a period of time for what you do. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 27 through March 5th. Let's look at your energies, my dear friend. Let's look at your subconscious drives here, your obstacle, your supports, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. We got the Four of Cups here. Very kind of the energy of apathy, energy of kind of being disconnected from reality a bit. So you might feel very much secluded from the world this week. You might feel like you don't have enough of something, like you're just not emotionally satisfied. Like people in your life might not give you enough attention. People in your life might not give you what you want. Just like you're going to be a person that's very much hard to win over this week. No matter how much someone's going to give you, no matter how much attention you will get, you will still feel like it's not enough. And let's see what the rest of the cards have here. Okay. Interesting. So you're currently in that Emperor energy, and that's the energy of like very authoritative type of energy of somebody who feels that they're totally right about everything, no matter what anybody else says, no matter what is happening around them. I know the truth. I am the truth, and I see everything very, very, very clearly. Be very wary of that, because like sometimes with the Emperor energy, like the world could look very much black and white, and you could have a tendency to only see the dark side of the world during this time frame. So do watch for that, especially with the Justice being your subconscious drive here. Kind of like it's the energy of like seeing all of the injustices around you, seeing like how fairness is not being fair, if that makes any sense. Like life is unfair, things are not working out the way they should be working out. The causes effect is not there because I'm putting so much into situations, I'm putting so much energy at work, I'm putting so much energy into the relationships. Why am I not getting more back for it? There's a lot of those kind of vibes that I'm picking up from this reading. Obviously, it's a general reading. Take what resonates. The Three of Swords is in your obstacle, and that's the energy of suffering, energy of grief, feeling very much unlucky. Do watch for that. It's all these cards that I'm seeing are kind of directing into that negative state of mind during this week, and you are pretty much in control of getting yourself out of it, especially with the Page of Cups being here in your strength. The universe is giving you an ability to allow that more innocent, more easygoing energy into your life. But it's up to you to decide whether you're going to let it in or not. It's up to you to decide whether you're going to see and acknowledge the gifts that the universe is giving you or not. Because all of us, no matter how crappy of a situation we are in, we have something to be thankful for, right? Like, our house may have burned down, the car doesn't work, we just got fired, but maybe we have wonderful kids. Maybe we have a wonderful spouse. Maybe we have wonderful friends. Maybe we have wonderful family. There's still something that we have. Maybe we have some kind of a support system somewhere else, right? We still have a working cell phone, thank God. Like, there's something that we have that is still going great for us, and it's gonna allow us to get out of the bad situation that we're currently in. And the universe is telling you, open up your heart, allow that pleasant energy in, and the only way you can do it is by opening up your heart and allowing yourself to be easy in your energy by concentrating on the positive items around you. Yeah, I do feel like even by the end of the week, you still might feel a little disappointed. You might still feel like things are not working out totally your way. However, with the Five of Cups here, we're progressing from the 4 to a 5 here over the time of the week. So it also feels like you are, by the end of the week, you're gonna recognize that, okay, maybe I am concentrating on the wrong things. Maybe I do have something good going for me. And once you're gonna kind of start seeing that, you're gonna start seeing the light, you're gonna start seeing the positive things in your life, your energy will start shifting and you're gonna feel significantly better. However, I do feel like this week is gonna be a bit heavy for you, my dear friend. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome. This is an intuitive energetic check-in for you for the week of February 27th through March 5th. Let's look at your energies, my dear friend. Your subconscious drives, obstacle, support, possible outcome, overall vibe. The moon energy, the moon card, and that's the energy of a little confusion, where one second you could feel, yay, everything is amazing. The next second you could feel like, oh my God, what is happening in my life? It's confusing energy, and it's very much intuitive energy as well, where it's almost like you're following, not even intuitive, I'm sorry, let me take that back. It's more of like emotional energy. And you know how sometimes emotions can be irrational and unexplainable? This is kind of like one of those weeks. Let's see what the rest of the cards have for you. I like that you're currently in the justice energy, because justice in a tarot represents a Libra energy overall, right? Like, that's the energy of fairness, energy of justice, energy of clarity. And I feel like you've been kind of thrown off your equilibrium here because of this Five of Pentacles energy in your subconscious drive. Like, you're either not feeling well, you might be insecure about something, there could be happening something in your family that's kind of disappointing you or upsetting you, or is just difficult during this time frame. There could be some money situation, money struggles, health struggles, or you could be just doing too much, working too much, taking on too many responsibilities onto yourself, and therefore it kind of makes you feel like, oh my God, like I haven't slept enough, I haven't been feeding my body well, I haven't been working out, like I feel all types of ways, you know. One second I want to cry, the next second I kind of want to snap out of it, the next second is like something else is throwing me off my equilibrium. So those energies of confusion are very real during this time frame, is because you are either, as I said, overworked, or there's just things that are going on in your life that are taking you out of that equilibrium, out of that balance. And the universe is telling you that the Knight of Cups is currently in your obstacle. So it's almost like the universe is telling you this is not the time to be idealistic. This is not the time to kind of romanticize certain parts of life. This is the time to just do your thing, meet your responsibilities, but also kind of allow yourself to release a certain attachments that you have to the situations that you, what I'm trying to say is, like, you do things and you have an idea of what the right thing to do is, of how it should look like. If you're baking a cake for your 3-year-old, like, you just want it to be absolutely perfect. So what the universe is trying to tell you here, instead of having your cake super perfect for the 3-year-old, kind of, who cares, right? The 3-year-old will never remember what kind of a cake it was. Go buy a $10 cake from Whole Foods or something. Buy a cake from a supermarket, or like whatever. Put a bunch of icing from a can on this cake, and the kid's gonna like it just as much as a super perfect cake. It's not the best example. However, with the Hangman being in your strength, the universe is telling you got to detach a little bit. You got to detach a little bit and change your perspective slightly to kind of ease off that mental heaviness that's taking you over. Like, ease off this 5 of Pentacles energy, the energy of disappointed, the energy of insecurity, the energy of like taking too much onto yourself. Detach yourself from all those things. Try to make your life a little easier here. There's no reason, nothing is going to be perfect in this world, no matter how much we try. And this is the time frame for you to let go of the idea that something needs to be perfect. And the outcome, we got the Fool. I like it. So the more you're going to detach yourself from this idealistic views, the more and more you're going to have that sense of freedom come into your life. And I like how we have 4 major arcana cards here, which tells me that the universe is going to be on your side as you're going through this week. And also the sense of change of perspective will allow you to lead a much richer life going forward. Beautiful overall energy. Not easy, but beautiful. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Scorpio. Welcome. This is an intuitive energetic check-in for you for the week of February 27th through March 5th. Let's look at your energies, my dear friend. Let's look at your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. We got the Hangman, the energy of changing your perspective. I like this a lot because the Hangman energy is kind of like allowing us to sacrifice whatever we believe is true in order to allow us to see the real truth behind the ways of how the universe works. It's an interesting concept. However, it's so difficult to achieve. Sometimes you really have to let go of certain beliefs in order to allow new belief system to get established within our minds. And it's happening. The shift is happening for you, my dear friend, during this week. Let's see what the rest of the cards have. Wow, we got two aces here. Beautiful new beginning for you, my dear friend. I miss your energy is an ace of pentacles right now. That's the energy of realization of certain desires, you know, improving your health, improving your well-being, improving your sense of prosperity. So for many of you, you are working harder this week on your bodies, working harder on your mental state, starting something that's going to do you good in the long run, either through a new job, new opportunity, just starting a new working out program. And with the seven of pentacles being your subconscious energy, like you are not scared to work hard towards obtaining those goals because you want to do it and you see the benefit of how sacrificing your time, sacrificing your energy will help you get where you want to get through this new venture of yours. I like it a lot. What the universe is telling you is like the King of Cups is actually in your obstacle this week, and make sure that you are doing everything without being too detached, if that makes sense. Have conversations with others, share your experience, allow others to share their experience, and that's how you're gonna learn, and that's how you're gonna get better at something. Don't just, you know, start this new venture without trying to seek out support from others, because it's gonna be a really, really long road ahead that's might feel like a punishment in the end of the day, just because you haven't been able to establish the fundamental rules or the fundamental whatever, like just the fundamentals of whatever you're doing. Like if you're starting to run for the first time ever, it's good to kind of join I don't know, I don't have for social media like a Facebook group or something, or YouTube, you know, watch videos on YouTube. How do you start running? Like what your pulse rate should be at, like what kind of shoes you should be wearing. Maybe by listening to others and taking that information in, especially with the Ace of Swords here being your strength sector, you will be able to propel a lot faster on your journey. And if you kind of skip the step of learning about it, you might just end up pretty much disappointed. And this activity that you're so excited about right now might start feeling like a punishment. So do have those clarifying conversations. Try to find some resources to learn a little more about whatever is it that you want to do, because it's really gonna help you get to a whole new level. It's going to help you get better. It's going to help you get there a lot faster as well. However, the sacrifice will need to be made here this week. And by that, I mean, you will need to put time and effort into it. So by skipping the step, you know, you might feel like, okay, I'm going to have some extra time to do other things. But by skipping the step, you will only kind of set yourself back here. And look at this, we got the Seven of Cups as your outcome for the week. You're going to see a lot more choices as the week progresses. As you're doing this research, you will see that there are all these different types of shoes available for running. You will see that there's also clothing available when it's too cold outside. You can get like special running clothes for outdoor activities that's going to keep you warm. Therefore, it's going to make you be even better, and it's not going to discourage you from quitting this activity. Like sevens are also indicative of wisdom and kind of uncovering different mysteries. So I feel like you will be able to learn new things, and those new things will help you get better at whatever is it that you're trying to do here. Great energies. I love them a lot. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of February 25th through March 5th, February 27th through March 5th. Whoa. Okay, my friend, let's look at what we got here. When I started this video, one of the cards already fell out for your energies. So this is going to be your subconscious drive, obstacle, strength or supports, possible outcome, overall vibe. We got the Empress, and let me pick up the card that fell on the floor for your energy. Okay, the Empress, energy of creation. I like it. I feel like many of you are going to be able to create something new, to start a new venture, to maybe even solve some big problem that's been weighting you down for some time. See opportunity how to resolve some issues that haven't been resolved in a while. This is a great energy here. Let's look at the rest of the cards, my dear friend. You're currently in the Sun energy, a very beautiful energy, the energy of, harmony, the energy of success, celebration, positivity. It's kind of like all these wonderful feelings, and they're all come because there are solutions that are coming up for you because of some issues that you've had in the past and some things that you've been meaning to resolve for a very long time now. Finally, your solutions are becoming more and more clear, your problems are being solved, and you are just in this harmonious state, this joyful state, and I like it a lot. For many of you, because you've been kind of how do I say it? In this hermit energy, subconsciously, you've been like trying to ask for that inner guidance, trying to kind of find that inner truth, and you've been very patient, like you've been very patient even though it's been super hard for you. That's why you have this energy of solutions coming up to you, right? Like the problem solving energy is here for you is because of your patience. What the universe is telling you, do not celebrate yet. The 10 of Pentacles is actually in your obstacle. This is not the time to start something brand new. This is not the time to say, yay, all the solutions are here. No, this is the time to continue pushing through and staying disciplined. Do not celebrate yet, even if you hear good news this week, because something is not finished yet. Like even though you might see solutions to your problems, even though you see these new beautiful ideas coming in front of you, do not celebrate yet. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done as you move forward. The King of Swords is in your strength, so you are able to stay disciplined. You are able to stay kind of, like push your emotions aside and have like this logical outlook on the situation. Make sure you keep with it. Make sure you prioritize this discipline and this logical outlook during this time frame. Look at the outcome. So the outcome is the 9 of Wands. I love it. This is the energy of persistence. This is of energy of resilience, energy of grit. Keep working. It's not gonna be as easy as it sounds, and especially because you're surrounded by these beautiful energies and you feel so joyful for the little celebrations that you're gonna see. You still have a lot to do in order to come out on top. Nine of Wands is great energy, but it's reminding you that you can end up standing in your own way if you celebrate prematurely, if you declare victory before the victory is actually there for you. Love these energies, my dear friend. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my friend.